Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Students, we have successfully completed fourth chapter of statics in class 11th, and today we are going to start with fifth chapter of statics of class 11th. The name of the chapter is presentation of data. So, as you are seeing on my whiteboard, I have mentioned three subheadings: textual, tabular, and diagram. So, data can be represented in a three manner: with the help of text, with the help of tables, and with the help of diagram. So let's begin this chapter. The presentation of data means exhibition of the data in such a clear and attractive manner that these are understood and analyzed. There are many forms of presentation of data, but three are most popular in them. First is textual data, or we can say descriptive presentation. Second is tabular presentation, table rows. Third is diagrammatic presentation. The present chapter, that is presentation of data, focuses on textual and tabular presentation of data. Diagrammatic presentation of data will be discussed after this chapter in the sixth coming chapter. So textual presentation. In a textual presentation, data are a part of the text of study or a part of the description of the subject matter of study. Such a presentation is also called descriptive presentation of data. This is the most common form of data presentation when the quantity of data is not very large. For example, in a strike call given by the trade unions of shoemaking industry in the city of Delhi, 50% of the workers reported for the duty and only 2 out of 20 industries in the city were totally closed. So there was not much more to tell. Now, let's focus on tabular data. A statistical table is a systematic organization of data in columns and rows. Now, what are the components of a good table? We have studied various topics in a tabular manner, and there are certain components which a table should possess, like table number. First of all, table must be numbered. Then comes title. A good title is short but complete in all respect, because a good title must reveal the problem under consideration, the time period of the study, and the place of study. Head notes. If the title of the table does not give complete information, it is supplemented with head notes only. Head note completes the information in the title of the table. Stubs. Stubs are the titles of the row of a table. These titles indicates information contained in the row of the table. Caption. Caption is the title given to the columns of a table. A caption indicates information contained in the columns of the table. A caption may be subhead when information contained in the column is divided in more than one class. Body or field. So, body of a table means sum total of the items in the table. Thus, body is the most important part of a table. It is indicated value of the various items in the tables. Each item in the body is called cell. Footnotes. Footnotes are given for the classification of the readers. It helps the reader. These are generally given when information in the table need to be supplemented or boosted. They help the information which is available. Now, sources. This is the last component of a table. When tables are based on secondary data, sources of the data is to be given or provided. Sources of the data is specified below the footnote. It should give name of the publication and the publisher, along with the year of publication, reference, page number, etc. So once again, I recall these components of a table. Table number should be there. A good appropriate title should be there. Head notes along with footnotes should also available. Stubs, caption, body or field, and last is the source. So that's all for today classes, students. Thank you and